Hey everyone, Crewcaster here, and welcome back to some more NGS. Today we're going to talk about this week's update, as it includes a whole bunch of different things, such as the seasonal events second half, a whole bunch of different campaigns, as well as the long-awaited Overlord collaboration. So first up, for the seasonal event things, they added some new stuff into the seasonal point shop, such as more scratch tickets for the Autumn 22 special scratch, so 40 of those, Alpha Reactor earrings, a new stamp, the R-Mag Halloween one here, a new landing Frozen Bee, so nice little yellow snow kind of landing there. 20 more star gems, where you can do it 5 times for up to 100. Extra special scratch tickets, and a few extra capsules down below. I'm not exactly sure what they put here. I think the Dreadkeeper 3s and the Gigas ones might be new. I haven't exactly checked myself. But as well as Alpha Reactors on the bottom here, another 250 of those. But then you might be wondering about the second part of the shop, the one where you exchange your Autumn Nairless and Greenel site for different things, such as camos and augments. I'll look through all of here, and it does not look like they added anything new to this part, unfortunately. Moving on to the quest counter here, they actually changed limited time quests from a daytime version to a nighttime version, but it's pretty much the same exact quest, just like with different enemies inside. But because it is technically a new limited time quests, you can actually get that first clear reward again on the rank 5 version or the level 60 version, where you can get 10 Autumn 22 special scratch tickets. And then for the rewards inside this quest, it's all pretty much the same as the first version, except that you can actually get Alt Secreta augments because it is during the nighttime, and it's actually pretty decent since it's constantly nighttime, so it's a good farm for that. But now for the next part of the update, they actually added 2 new field races, which are going to be permanent changes to the game, where they added one in South Rotem right here, and then one in West Caveris, where you can access that right next to this Ryuger. But now let's finally take a look at the Overlord collaboration. So as you can see here, they have their own AC scratch, the Overlord style, which includes Ainz's outfits as well as Albedo's. And it has a whole bunch of other items with that as well. So as you can see, I had the Ainz outfit on, but it also has the Momon replica as seen in the anime. The Albedo armor, as well as her typical outfit. And what's neat about the Albedo stuff is you can actually hide some of the base wear ornaments on them, as well as hide the inner wear. So like you can do that for that one. And then on the Albedo armor, you can do the same, like hiding the collar, as well as like the little capes on the side. So a little customization there, but you cannot change the colors, unfortunately. So if you wanted to make this like white for some reason, you just can't. Or like with the dress, you can't make that any different colors. They are as is. Then we also have an emote, which you can sit on Ainz's throne or kind of show up through a teleporter, which is actually pretty sick, showing off the staff there as well. Speaking of the staff, it's actually a weapon camo that you can get for the rod and wand. There's Momon's greatsword, which you can use for several different weapons. Albedo's bardiche, as well as the Ainz body pillow, a nice little gimmicky weapon there. Then there's also different hairstyles, which includes Ainz's like skull or mask, Albedo's mask, Albedo's hair, which usually comes with horns, but you can actually make them disappear. So if you didn't want the horns on there, you can use that just as a regular base hair, which is pretty nice. But with the hairstyles, they're usually pretty expensive. Right now on ship 3, it's almost like 9 mil, and I see it in the future, if you wait too long, it'll just become more and more and be pretty expensive. And then for accessories, we only have one thing, which is Albedo's wings, and they look pretty nice, but it's kind of unfortunate that we only got the one accessory. And do keep in mind that the color cannot be changed on this. It is always going to be this black color. But at the bottom here, there's also stamps that you can get, like excellent from Ainz, this is terrible, it's just as you say from Albedo, and then the Momon, what's wrong. Pretty nice stamps, and then of course the mag form as you saw earlier, and then Ainz voice you can actually have, so here's a little preview. And then Albedo's as well. So you can use those if you want to kind of cosplay as them or have it their voices. And then for the rest of the items in here, they are non-collab NGS items that have already been released to the game that are kind of just filler in here. So it's like, oh, you can get some garbage when you actually want the collab items. But because of that, if you're not scratching on it and just looking to get some cheap accessories and whatnot, you might want to snag these, as these are most likely going to be really cheap. And some of them are actually not too bad, like this Black Fox mask, the holographic HUD, just like whatever else in here that you might want to seek out. That is everything for the Overlord Scratch. So let's take a look at the campaigns that are going on right now, which the first one is the AC purchase campaign. So if you are purchasing some AC for the Overlord Scratch, you might be getting some extra items during this week. So if you purchase certain amounts of AC up to 12,000, you can get some different boosters, as well as 2 new accessories, such as the solid visor, as well as this shoulder pad, the little owl tame thing. Up next, we have the 10 million ARKS worldwide celebration campaign, kind of celebrating getting up to 10 million for PSO2, where we can get a whole bunch of star gems and boosts going on throughout the weeks. So for the next couple weeks, we'll be getting a few limited time tasks where it ask you to kill like enemies, use the personal shop, a whole bunch of random different things. But each one that you do, you get like 50 star gems, which is really nice. So it should be around like a few hundred. I know this week is like 200 star gems in total, so maybe like 600 throughout this. But then there's also limited time bonuses where you can get up to 1,000 SG just from logging in up to the 6th of December, as well as getting Autumn 22 special scratch tickets just by logging in as well. And then for the first part of this event, or just this week only, you get extra XP, so 50% for all sectors in Quest. But then for some combat sectors, you'll get an additional 100% on top of that. And that's just for the lower combat zones, so the ones in Aleo, like rank 1 and 2, Wrestle Forest, and then ranks 1 through 3 of like all the Aleo and Retem combat zones. There'll also be other boosts throughout the next couple weeks, such as more rare drop rate for the next week, as well as more drop item preset skill rate, or like the fixer rate on that final week. As well as on that final week, there will be pre-announced urgent quests with some extra boosts on top of that. And then for the last thing this week is the premium user PSO2 day, as per usual, on the 21st. It's going to last from the 21st to the 23rd, so it's a little bit extended because of maintenance falls on that time. But also with maintenance this week, there is going to be a change. So instead of on Wednesday, like morning, kind of going into Tuesday to Wednesday, at least on my time, it's actually going to be a day earlier. So 24-hour change from Monday to Tuesday instead. Just to re-solidify what I'm saying, it shows right here that the regularly scheduled maintenance for the 23rd, which would usually be the Wednesday, is moved to that Tuesday. So it says right there, and this is where we're getting that snug style, as well as the ARKS records for that Cannonball Strike solo. And that's pretty much the rest of November for us. I have one final thing for you guys, and that is a new keyword, which is all is good. And you have to type it in exactly here, all undercase, all underscore. You just type that into like area chat, party chat, whatever, anywhere in NGS. And then you'll get 50 star gems and 7 Raggle memories, which you can claim in your system menu. These Raggle memories can basically be used for cosmetics in the base game version of PSO2, and if you are curious onto where you need to actually go to claim these if you don't know yet, I actually have a nice video that shows exactly where to go, and as well gives you PSO2 Kami codes which still work to give you even more cosmetics. That is all that I have for you guys today. I'll see you in the next NGS video. Peace.